Welcome back to MyLingua podcast, your guide to English that truly connects. Have you ever felt that the English you learn in textbooks doesn't quite match the English you hear in movies, on podcasts, or from native speakers? You're not alone. Today, we're diving deep into the expressions and habits that make your English sound natural, current, and genuinely fluent. Forget stiff formal phrases. We're talking about the language of real conversations. Ready to sound like a native? Let's jump in. To understand real-world English, let's look at two common scenarios. First, the office. Imagine you've just finished a quick meeting with a colleague, David. You've discussed a new project, but there are still a few details to clarify. What does he say as you both stand up? First story, the office dilemma. Characters: Anna, 28, marketing professional; David, 30, project manager. Anna was just wrapping up a quick chat with David about the new campaign. They'd covered the main points, but Anna still had a couple of questions about the budget. As they both gathered their notes, David smiled and said, "All right, Anna, thanks for this. Let's touch base later today to finalize those numbers." Anna nodded, pretending to understand perfectly. Touch base? She thought. Are we playing baseball? Is there a secret code I'm missing? She just smiled and replied, "Sounds good," but internally she was a little confused. So what did David mean by "let's touch base later today"? Did he want to meet at a sports field? Absolutely not. To touch base is a super common informal idiom, especially in a professional setting. It simply means "let's talk again soon" or "let's reconnect to discuss something." It's much more casual than "let's schedule another meeting" and shows that you're flexible and ready to continue the conversation when needed. So if someone says "let's touch base next week," they just mean "let's have a chat next week." No baseball required. Now let's move to a more relaxed setting, a busy city cafe. You're trying to order a coffee, and you hear the person in front of you place their order. Listen to how they ask for it. Story B, the cafe conundrum. Characters: Chloe, 25, student; barista, 20s. Chloe was waiting in line at The Daily Grind, her favorite coffee shop. The aroma of fresh espresso filled the air. When it was her turn, she heard the person in front of her, a young man, casually say to the barista, "Hey, can I grab a latte, please?" The barista quickly started preparing the drink. Chloe, who usually said, "I would like a large coffee," felt a slight hesitation. Grab? She wondered. Is he going to literally snatch it? Is that polite? When it was her turn, she defaulted to her usual formal request. This is a perfect example of how language evolves. While "I would like a latte" is grammatically perfect and always polite, "Can I grab a latte?" or "I'll grab a coffee" is incredibly common and natural in informal settings, like a cafe. It doesn't mean you're going to violently grab it. It implies a quick, casual, and easy request, as if you're just picking it up. It makes your English sound less like a textbook and more like how people actually speak every day. You can grab a bite to eat, grab a drink, or even grab a few minutes with someone for a quick chat. It's all about convenience and informality. Now that we've grabbed our coffee and touched base with our colleagues, let's talk about the secret sauce. Have you ever noticed that native speakers don't always sound like they're reading from a book? Their sentences flow together. Today, we'll look at two things: filler words and reductions. First, let's talk about silence. When you're thinking of what to say next, don't just stay quiet. Native speakers use fillers to keep the conversation moving. They signal to the listener what kind of thought is coming next. Honestly, or to be honest, I want you to use this as a buffer. If you have to say something that might be a little blunt or surprising, start with honestly. It softens the blow. For example, "Honestly, I think we should start the project over."
To be fair, this is your tool for balance. Use it when you want to show you are being objective. It's like saying, let's look at the other side. Example, he was late, but to be fair, the traffic was a nightmare today. Actually, think of this as a gentle correction tool. If someone says something slightly incorrect, don't just say no. Say, actually, I think it starts at 5. It sounds much more polite. Native speakers love to save energy. We shorten words so they blend together. This is called connected speech. If you want to sound more natural, you don't need to speak faster, you just need to blend. Going to becomes gonna. Listen to the difference. I am going to go, stiff or formal, versus I'm gonna go, natural. The to disappears into the gonna. Want to becomes wanna. This is a classic. Instead of, do you want to grab coffee? Try, do you want to grab coffee? Notice how the do you also shrinks. Got to becomes gotta. When you're in a hurry, you don't have time for I have got to go. You just say, I gotta go. It's fast, efficient, and very native.
Fantastic! You're already sounding more fluid. In the final part of our episode, we're going to play a quick game to see if you can spot the difference between real 2026 slang and fake English. Don't go anywhere. So, what do we know about the honesty drill? You will see this in the textbook. To be honest, I do not want to go. In the real world, it would sound something like this. Honestly, I don't want to go. Now, what do we know about the efficiency drill? You will see this in the textbook. I have got to touch base with him. In the real world, it would sound something like this. I gotta touch base with him. Did you hear that? I dropped the H in him. It sounds like base with him. Try it. Excellent work today. You're moving away from being a student of English and becoming a speaker of English. Our podcast is almost over, but before we go, we have one more thing, a game to test your ears. Are you ready for the real or fake challenge? Time for a test. Which of these is fake? That's mid, feeling bluish, or stop being a text head. If you guessed text head, you're right. Mid is our favorite way to say something is just average. It comes from mediocre. It means something isn't bad, but it's definitely not good. It's just okay, average, boring. For example, that pizza was mid. Now, ish is the magic suffix we add to everything to mean approximately. You aren't just sad, you're bluish. You did a fantastic job today. We went from touching base in the office to grabbing lattes and finally mastering the art of mid and bluish. This has been the MyLingua podcast. Keep listening, keep practicing, and honestly, you're going to be amazing. See you in the next episode.